be? 6. How do we figure out what the numerators are going to be? We multiply by
2.
Okay, well, let's figure this out. Let's figure out the 2's. What will I multiply 2 by to get 6? How many times did I go?
3.
1, 2, 3. So what do I multiply by? 3. 3 and 3. So what is 1 times 3? 3. I'm going to write it down here. 3 over. And what's 2 times 3? 6. Now let's get the other one. How many times, Andre, did we have to go over on the 3's? 1, 2. So what are we multiplying this by? Just 2? Just a big number 2? 2 over 2. Thank you. 2 over 2. 1 times 2 is 2. And 3 times 2 is 6. Could we add them together?
Yes.
Sure. Let's add them together just for the fun of it. Aiden, what's 3 plus 2?
5.
5 over what?
6.
6. I totally agree. Now let's do butterfly method for that same problem. Draw your 2 fractions, 1/2 and 1/3. Put your add problem in the problem. We'll do the middle. Draw your wings. Draw your antenna. And draw your denominator. All right, Jay, you're going to be our problem solver right here with this butterfly method. What do we do first, Jay?
Multiply 3 times 2.
Which is?
6.
Everybody? He says 6. Is he right?
Yes.
Yeah, he is, because we already have the answer right here. All right, Jay, what's the next thing we're doing?
2 times 1.
Which is?
3.
Put it up here in this antenna. Jay, what's the next prey?
2 times 1.
2 times 1, which is?
2.
2. And what do we do last, Jay?
Add them.
Add what?
2 plus 3.
Which is?
5.
5 over what?
6.
6. Did we get the same answer?
Yes.
Do you see there's 2 ways to do this?
Yes.
How many of you think this way is easier? Okay. How many of you like the butterfly way? You can do it however way you want. How many of you like both ways? You can do it however you want. I'm just letting you know from experience. Sometimes it's better to do it this way if you have big numbers. Like for instance, 21, 27, 28, 40. Those are big numbers. Don't do it this way with those big numbers. Do it this way because you're going to be able to not have to simplify at the end. If you use the big numbers and you do it this way, you're going to have to simplify at the end. If you're a good simplifier, do it this way all the time. If you don't like to simplify, you might have to switch back and forth. All right, turn the page real quick. We're going to do a couple practice on your own. We're on page now 927. Look at it. Can you try to do 1 and 2 and 4 and 5 for me? 1, 2, 4, and 5. Skip 3. 1, 2, 4, and 5. I'm going to come around and see how you're doing. You can do it either least common multiple way, finding the least common multiple, or you could do it the butterfly method way. I do not. It does not matter to me. Did you find what you were looking for? Did you get it? Okay, well, I'll get it. Is that what you're asking me right now? I'll get you right now. Right here. Brianna, you need a multiplication chart too? Janae? One, 2, 4, 5. Here's my problem for you. Times 1 is 6. And you add those What's 2 plus 6? Yes. You finished?
Which one?
You didn't do 4 and 5. Good. Now what would that represent? Excellent. What would that go to? 3 times 3 is 9, and 2 times 4 is 8, that's 18. What would that change into then? Because you can't keep it like that. So 6 times 2 is 12. But you have 6 over here, so 2 times what gets you 12? Because you can't multiply by 3. You didn't do that with 3. You didn't go for 3. You went, that's only 6. So you're trying to get to 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. How many times do you have to multiply to get to 12? Oh, you went to 6. I'm sorry. 6 is your number. Do you have to multiply by that too? You're starting with not 3s, 6s. Your first number was 6. 6 times what gave you 6? 6 times 6 is 6. 6 times what is 6? 6 times 3 is 6. 6 times what number equals 6? Skip count for me. Oh, you just said 6. How many times was that? 1. 1 times 6 is 6, right? Now, 2 times 3 is 6. That changes things. You had it by 2. 6 times 2 is what? Not 6. You wanted it to be 6. That's what you had circled, 6. So how many times do you have to multiply 6 by to get 6? Once, not twice. You see the difference? Okay? What's 7 times? I would use, well, I like what Brashay just said. She's on number 4. She said 7 times 21. She's doing 7 and 21 right here. That's a big number, 21, isn't it? Should you do, oh, that's number 5, I'm sorry. Should you do it that way, Brashay? I try the other way now, instead of doing that. And then you had to simplify, right? I do it this way, Brashay. These come in multiple. That's why we learn 2 separate ways. Sometimes it works with the butterfly, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it'll always work, but sometimes it's a little bit harder. So what would it go into then? How would that change 1 and how many over 12? What's 17 minus 12, Tony? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So what would go in the numerator? 5. So we have 1 and 5 what? There you go. Yes, Brashay? Okay, I'm coming right now. Let's start with 7s. Put your 7. Now let's skip out, count by 7. Remember our other number is 21, so keep that in mind. 7 times 1 is? 7 times 2? 7 times 3. Do we need to go any further? No. Now list your 21. 1 times 1 is? Ooh, do we have a number that is common? Circle it. So what do you have to multiply the fraction 2/7 by? 1, 2, 3. 3 over 3 times 2 over 7. What's 3 times 2? 3 times 7 is? There you go. Now let's do this. 10 times 21. What do we have to multiply by? How many spaces is that? 1. If we multiply 10 by 1, what do we get? If we multiply 21 by 1, what do we get? 21. So write it down. 10 and 21. Now you got 12. There you go, baby. All right, if you're not done, stop for a second. Everybody, I know you got 1. I know you got 2. I'm going to go to 4 and 5. Look at it. If you haven't completed it, complete it with us now as we complete it. So I want to show you something. I'm showing you why I showed you 2 different ways instead of only 1 way. Let's do the butterfly way on number 4. And we'll do the least common multiple, finding the least common multiple on number 5. Tyreek, what's the fractions on number 4? And 3/8. Okay, let's do our butterfly way on this. If you haven't done it, if you haven't completed it all the way, complete it now. I'm drawing my butterfly, the antennas, and its denominator. Jeremiah, what's 3 times 8?
24.
24. Ooh, I did a little different, but that's okay. 5 times 3?
15.
15. Andre, 5 times 8?
40.
40. So our denominators are
40.
40. I mean, our denominator is 40. Now, 24 plus 15.
30.
Brachette?
39.
39. 5 and 4 is 9. 1 and 2 is 3. 39. Ooh. I got $1 in my car. I just got changed for $1. I will give you $1 if you could remember from fractions when we went over this. What is it called when this number in the next number, the number in the numerator and the number in the denominator are right next to each other on the number line? It starts with a C. Nayeli? Not common.
Oh my God.
What's it called?
Oh,
You've done this and done this. Sydney? Con, that's right. Con what? Consecutive. You got the $1. Consecutive numbers. They come right after each other. I give it to you at the end of the day, okay? It's in my car. Consecutive numbers. Very good, Sydney. Way to remember. Consecutive numbers. Those come right after each other. So, do consecutive numbers need simplified?
No.
No, not at all. Let's do number 5, and then we're going into groups. No, she said it. I said con. She said sec. We are not arguing about that. Consecutive. She got it. Number 5. Adonis, read me the 2 problems in number 5. Are the 2 fractions?
2 sevens and 10.
2 sevens and what?
And
10 over 21. Now look at that big old number right there. If we multiplied 7 times 21, we would even get a bigger number, right?
Yeah.
Let's not do that. That's a lot of work to reduce down at the end or to simplify down at the end. We don't need to do all that extra work. Let's just find the least common multiples. List your 7, list your 21. Now, what do you know about 7 and 21? 7 times what?
3.
Is what?
21.
So are we going to have to go that far down here?
No.
Probably not. Skip count, Charles, for me for sevens.
7, 14, 12.
And he stopped at 21. Why?
Because he saw the.
Because there's the number 21. What's 21 times 1? 21. I don't need to go any further. There's my common multiple. Here's my common multiple. So this 21 right here, what am I multiplying by?
1
1 over 1, which is still going to be 10 over 21. Now, what do we have to multiply the 7 by? 1, 2, 3 over 3. 2 times 3 is what? 6. 7 times 3? 21 plus 10 over 21. So I add 21 and 21?
No.
I add 21 and 21?
No.
I leave it same. That's my denominator. What's 6 plus 10?
16.
16 over 21. Can that be simplified? It's already simplified because we used the least common multiple. If you would have done a butterfly way, we would have had to simplify. Very good. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to split off into some groups. There is groups over here on the wall. I have group number 1, Adonis, Tony, Janae, Aiden, and Brianna. I have group number 2, Andre, Charles, Janessa, Cindy, Nayeli. Group number 3, Jeremiah, Brashay, Tyreek, Jay, and Gray. Your roles for your groups are right there. I need a leader of the group, somebody who's going to step it up and make sure that your group is in line. You'll decide in a few minutes with your group. Put your hands down and sit down. I need a writer or a scribe, somebody who's going to write down the problems. That's when you're with me. I need 2 work helpers, making sure that everything's going smoothly and working on it. And then I need a work checker, somebody who's going to check the answer and make sure everything is accurate before you turn in the paper. We're going to have 3 groups. 1 is the Promethean board. I showed you the game for fractions that we're going to be doing. It's like cut the rope that you might have on your phone. Miss Sim has it on her phone. I like that game. Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about, cut the rope. So there's somebody in your group that knows what they're talking about. You must start on level what? 1. You got to start on level 1. Is it going to be easy, level 1?
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be easy. Level 2 is pretty easy. Level 3 is a little bit harder. And then you get into the challenging one, right, Charles? Then you got to think. You're trying to break the blocks, okay? The red blocks break the blue blocks. The fire blocks break the ice blocks. Over there on the computers, you're getting on IXL. L5, but what level are you now? 5th grade. You're not 4th grade anymore, so make sure when you go over there, you click on that 5th grade icon on the side. So let's start here. Group 1, you can go get on the computers. The blue book up there to sign on is there. Group 2, you guys can go to the Promethean board. I want you sharing the pins. Here you go. Group 2. Group 3. If you all could come over here with your pencil to Greg's table, we're going to do a couple of these problems for examples, and this is what you're turning into me. You don't need your book. Can you help me clear all this up for a second? Put all it in one pile.
Janessa, come on.
What are you, man? You the leader? I'll be the worker.